Hello everyone, it's October 31st, 2012. I'm Dwight Schmuck. This is the Schmuck Look, and it's the Halloween treatment today. Of course, today is Halloween. You know, that great children's party holiday. You know, you go out and trick or treat, although these days, instead of trick or treating door to door like we did when I was a kid, we now have, parties at schools, etc., so nobody has to take their little kiddies out for a couple hours tonight with all the ghouls and goblins out there and knock on strangers' doors and get candy or soap their windows or throw corn or any of the other good stuff we used to do when I was a kid. Damn, I do miss those days. I really do. There's so much joy going out of life anymore because we're all kept scared. And we are kept scared on purpose. I got an email today. This is what this is really all about, because as you noticed, I call it the Halloween treatment. It's Halloween. I got an email today from Deb Markowitz, the Vermont Secretary of Emergency Service, whatever, something in Montpelier. She's from the desk of, too, and it's from the emergency management staff, and they're managing something. Well, I got this email today about Storm Sandy, Frankenstorm. Oh, my goodness, yes. And what to do, keeping the refrigerator door closed if you lose your power in the freezer door, and how long you can expect stuff to stay cold inside if you keep the door closed. Well, yeah, that's a good idea. And to get water bottled up and set around, because, if the power's out, you can't really flush your toilet that well because you can't get more water, and yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. I just called these people. Nobody answered. It's, 9:30-ish, 9:20 something when I called. Nobody was in yet. Maybe they're closed because of the storm. I don't know. I know I'm open. I'm here. We've got power. Our lights flickered a little bit Monday night. A few times. I didn't even lose my computer, for God's sakes. This is not Irene of last year. This is, let's see if we can get everybody scared to death and run to the store and buy things. That's what the hell this one is. Everybody got to stay scared all the time so our leaders can lead sheep. Nobody will talk back because they're scared. It's like that thing the other day I talked about with the Vermont Yankee evacuation plan, is inadequate according to the experts. Well, duh. And we need to see that so we can get even more scared of a nuclear facility that's had a cooling tower fall down, pipes where there aren't supposed to be pipes, discharging overheated water into the Connecticut River, all kinds of little stuff. But let's face it, energy wants to keep it running, so the boys down there in D.C., those joy boys and girls at the Nuclear Regulatory Commission said, oh, yeah, here's another 20 years or so. You could have a license extension. Because when we quit here, we want to go and be lobbyists or highly paid something at your facilities. And, Energy is going to say, why, sure, just give us that extra 20, 25 years. It doesn't matter if it's friggin' safe. We could work that out. Besides, we don't live there, and our kids don't live there, so what the hell? It's just Vermont, Massachusetts, New Hampshire. Nobody gives a shit. Right there, Romney? Yeah, that's it. Nobody shivs a git because it's big business. And we got to keep them dollars flowing through the big businessman's hands, which is what, we keep everybody scared all the time, because it's a whole lot easier to lead sheeple than it is to herd people. Ain't that right? There's your Halloween treatment. Well, as I said, I left a message because, again, nobody was in. This is all fine and dandy, but the email itself should have been sent out like Friday, Monday at the latest, instead of waiting till we're 2 or 3 days into the friggin' storm. And, everything on there is nice to know. Keeping the refrigerator door closed. Well, duh, you think. If you lose your power, you keep your refrigerator and your freezer closed as much as possible so you don't heat up stuff. Duh. Who told? Who friggin' told? And oh yeah, bottle up water and have that around. But again, as I left on the message that I left, and I tried to be nice and not too awfully sarcastic, you know, you guys get paid a hell of a lot of money to do this job. Now you want us to clap for you because you did your job, albeit late. This is something should have been sent out Friday. You had the forecasts. You knew then. You don't wait till Halloween to put that last ounce of scare into people. Well, you do these days because, again, people who are afraid turn into sheep. Sheeple, I call them. And sheeple are a whole lot easier to fleece than people. And that's the God's honest truth, folks. They're keeping us scared. They're trying to keep us scared because that way they can lead and get paid a hell of a lot of money. And why, we'll just follow along behind, bleeding our little hearts out because we're scared and we need somebody to help protect us and keep us from the boogeyman. All them ghouls and goblins and boogeymen today. It's Halloween, people. It's time to say, you know what? This is funny, and I ain't scared. You know, you got an election coming up in a week and a half. It's time to tell these suckers, I ain't scared. And the easiest way to do that, the easiest way, realistically, anybody who's in, vote them the hell out. And let's give some of the third-party people a bit of a chance. They can't screw it up any worse than your two major parties, who have screwed it up on purpose, so they get to keep leading sheeple. Bah! Bah! Humbug. It ain't Christmas yet, but I'm turning into a right Scrooge on this you gotta be scared of everything deal. It's Halloween. Trick or treat, but I ain't scared. I'm Dwight Schmuck. That's the Schmuck Look. Peace out there.